Hi, it is one of my favorite days of the year when I get to use my ham bone from our Christmas ham. I always get a honey baked ham and put the bone in the freezer once I've gotten all the meat off of it. And so I brought this out of the freezer this morning. It's mostly thawed, but that's not a problem that it's not completely thawed because it will be by the end of this. And I always pick up a honey baked ham mixed bean soup mix too. Somebody's at the door. I have to go get that. But this is what I always use, and you can get this online. Hold on. We're redoing the girls' bathroom, so they each have a vanity. It's a Jack and Jill bathroom, so those are being delivered today. Yay! We're actually right now we've torn the tile. I mean, not the tile. We've torn the baseboards off the bottom, and we are now chunking into the tile of the shower and stuff because we're changing all of it, and it's going to be really exciting. It's going to take forever though because we like doing these things ourselves, and by ourselves I mean mostly Jim. This is what you're going to need. A bean soup mix, and you're going to need one, they say honey baked ham bone, but you get whatever ham bone you want, a cup of diced onion, 1 cup of diced celery, a teaspoon of garlic minced, it says 2 bay leaves. I have 1 fairly decent sized one and 2 small to kind of make up 2, 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes, and a teaspoon of, let's see, a teaspoon of black pepper and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I mentioned the garlic, right? It was 1 teaspoon of minced, plus this bean soup and the packet that goes in there for flavorings. So let's get going. Okay, first 12 cups of water I have here in this pan, one of my favorite pans in the entire world. 12 cups of cold water and the ham bone. Bring it to a boil. There's still quite a lot of meat on this. It's frozen a little bit, but there's still quite a lot of meat, which will be great. Okay, there's that. Then once that comes to a boil, we need to put the bean soup mix and the contents of the seasoning packet in there and return it to a boil, and then that simmers for approximately 2 hours before we remove the ham bone. So, in that meantime, I'm going to chop the veg. That's about a cup of chopped onion. I just do a rough chop. I like it kind of rustic. I go a little heavy on the vegetables. There are no massive rules. If you like veggies, go for it. I do. For garlic, in case you don't know, place the flat of the knife and pound it. Cracks open just enough and peel. This should be enough, I think, probably. Like a little more than a teaspoon, which would be perfect. Put this one back. I like that you don't have to soak the beans first. starting to get ready to boil. And we boil it for 2 hours. So I'm gonna go do something else, put my ingredients in the fridge, and we'll be back. Now that I'm waiting for that to boil, this would be a good chance to tell you about our project. I mentioned a while back that we had planned to redo some of the bathrooms and so forth. And then company came and people came, and it just, one thing led to another and things just got pushed off. But finally, we have decided on a plan and we are working on it. So let me explain. Let's go somewhere else. So, the girls' bathroom and the guest room upstairs, the bathroom that's attached to that one, neither of them have been done since the house was built in 1991. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. I mean, they work, they're functional, blah, 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 but they're dated and it's just obvious, and we've wanted to, it was one of the first projects in our mind when we first moved in here. We said that was the first thing we were going to do. Well, you know how things change, so we didn't, and now we're gonna do that. So the hardest part is deciding what to do. So we tried to stick with something that is fairly traditional, with a little bit of zing. Hopefully it won't be dated too soon, but anyway, we'll see. So right now, I found the vanities, and they came with a quartz, like a thick quartz top, and an undermount sink that's like a square, a rectangle, not an oval. I wanted a rectangle. And so I found that, and I had to order 2 because one of them is attached to Claire's room and one's attached to Callie's room, and then they meet in the middle with the area that has the shower, tub, and toilet and closet. So got their vanities. They're beautiful. I'm happy about that. Probably gonna change the mirrors, but I haven't chosen those yet. But we found floor tile that we are putting in. We're putting in marble. It's really beautiful, and I'll definitely put a rug down. I don't want anybody slipping and falling, but you know how that works. And then we found we're gonna do marble in the tub, the back of the tub too. We're changing the tub. It's gonna be deeper and more modern looking. And then the walls are also going to be the marble, but we're going to have a strip or some accent pieces of another kind of a tile, which I'll have to try to show you when I have pieces of it here, but I don't. So anyway, it's going to be quite the undertaking, and then I still have to find some lighting. I need to find like the faucets and stuff. I think we might put a rain shower in that one too, and the faucets and so forth for each of the vanities also. There's that. Oh, and we need to change the toilet. So basically right now we have torn off the baseboards and are tearing off the tiles at the moment. So that's what's happening. It gives me a chance to clean out that linen closet too. It's been something that's needed, you know, been needed for a long time. It's pretty good, but you know how things just sort of gather. So anyway, that's what's happening, and we're finally getting on it. Yeah. So it'll be a long drawn out process, like I said, because we're not having a team of people come in and do it. We're doing it ourselves. And I will definitely show you when I complete it. Yeah, my husband's doing all the work, you know that. I'm running around and shopping for the pieces and helping where I can. But yeah, anyway, that's what's happening. And he's just doing it when he can, so don't hold your breath, it'll be a while. So anyway, soup and bathrooms. And then right after that, as soon as we can make ourselves do it, we're going to tackle the guest room bathroom, because the guest room is now where I kind of have my office. And yeah, I'm starting to notice that one a whole lot more too, that it could really use an updo, a redo, and whatever. So yeah, that's gonna be happening next, I hope. Added the beans from the mix, and now the seasoning packet. Bringing it back up to a boil. Then once it's at a boil, just let it simmer for 2 hours. Also, if you are using a honey-baked ham bone, I suggest you do what I do, is I try to cut some of that glazing off. Honey-baked hams are, you know, famous for their honey glazing, and it's a very sweet, crunchy, you know, thing. And so I just try to cut a lot of that off, because I really don't want my soup to be as sweet as it would be if I didn't. If you happen to want it to have that sweetness, then go for it. But I tend to just want to cut some of that off so it's not as sweet. Heads up there. After 2 hours of simmering this, you're just gonna wanna remove the ham bone and let it cool, and then add your other ingredients. There's this other chunk here. It's just kind of falling apart. So I just added the veggies in, and the can of the whole tomatoes, the salt and the pepper, and the bay leaves. Just added all that in. Thought I was recording and I wasn't. Husband's making a lot of noise fixing the bathrooms. So I just added that all in. We're gonna bring the heat up a little bit to a moderate heat and let that simmer around like a slow boil for about an hour, and then we'll add the ham back in. I pretty much got everything I needed to off of this ham, and I have gone through it like crazy to make sure I don't have any fatty pieces, because that's just not my thing. So yeah, I think I've got it all taken care of. Got all the meat off of it that's good and non-fatty, which is, you know, there you have it. That'll be a great amount to put in the soup. Can you hear that? It sounds like the roof is gonna come down on top of us. Now it's time to find the bay leaves and pick them out. They're here somewhere, there's 3. Aha. And add the ham. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and it is so good. I just tasted a tiny bit to make sure the celery was completely cooked, and it is really, really good. I'm excited. This will last a long time. I'll probably freeze some of it, but yay, 1 ham bone down. So good, so good. Give this a try sometime. If you ever have a ham bone, or go get yourself a ham bone, you can get the mix online, this exact kind if you're interested, and oh my gosh, just follow the directions exactly. It's perfect the way it is. Love it. Thanks. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.